Well, good morning and welcome to Springfield, Missouri. Thanks for hopping on board here in these first day games here at the 33rd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball National Championship. Scott Staten, CJ Pomeroy alongside, and we are on the campus of Drew University, the O'Reilly Family Event Center. Just a couple of boys 12U games. We're in pool play on this first day. Just finished up, and Josh and CJ were on those calls here at Drew. We've got games going on over at Evangel as well. And now we switch gears and we move on up to the girls 18U. And going to be exciting today. CJ, we've got a couple of teams out of the Big South, which you're very familiar with. So even though it's new pool play and they mix the teams up, these two were very familiar with each other. When we were getting the rosters, it was funny because the people with both sides were almost talking like they were neighbors because they played each other so much, and they're like telling me who the other team's player was and all of this. So it's going to be a familiar setting for these two, some Texas seasoning on this one.
Definitely a start to the week that I would imagine both these teams would prefer to not play each other in game one. We just had the state tournament here about a month ago down in Texas, and then the regional tournament 2 weeks ago. So absolutely these two teams, especially being in the Dallas area, they're very familiar with each other. They're familiar with the opponents that each other plays. They probably play a lot of the same tournaments that the other plays. So this is good. This should be a good matchup against some really good players. You've got Yarborough and Seal with HSAA, and then on the other side you got Barth and Channel and Day, and I tell you what, those are some fun players to watch.
First shot by Seal won't go from outside after Dallas HSAA won the tip. Back coming the other way is THESA, the Riders in the black uniforms with the red trim, HSAA out of Dallas, and the white uniforms with the red and black trim. On the attack is THESA. Ball goes off the bottom of the backboard, and that's going to be a turnover, and the ball will come back to Dallas.
HSAA has 3 girls on the All-American watch list in Seal, Mia Grace Delahaz, and Yarborough. And on the other side, Audrey Barth on the All-American watch list for the girls.
Dallas breaks the press there fairly easily. A little bit of pressure by the Riders trying to force some action here, and Dallas will set up their offense now.
Kaden Miller also on the All-American watch list for – she's been injured for for a little bit of the year. Kaden Miller's been injured. She actually just announced her commitment here. I believe it's Minnesota Vermilion. I'll have to double check that, but congratulations to her on her commitment to play at the next level.
Both teams playing like it's the morning. A couple of quick turnovers on both sides. That time, quick shot inside by THESA. Ball will not go in by Barth, and the rebound comes off to Dallas. Pushing it the other way now for Dallas. Their point guard, Delahose. And there's a shot from the corner. That is no good, but the offensive board work by Dallas. Put back up, and another offensive board. Multiple opportunities. That shot won't fall. Here's a fourth in a row, but the ball knocked away. Finally, the Riders come away with it. And then on the reach-in, a foul on Dallas.
And I tell you what you saw right there as Delahaz picks up the foul, what you saw right there was Barth really getting into the rebounding there against Seal, and you've got to do that. She is so strong, so physical.
And then off the press, they turned right around, grabbed the ball. That was a turnover. It went into the hands of Seal, and Seal turns around and gets the first 2 points of the game. Dallas up early 2-0. Got another whistle and a reach-in foul. That time, Dallas on the press, not able to get the ball, and they draw contact and another foul.
I think that was on number 2. Couldn't see from here, but Scott, you said it right. Early morning, still these two teams, 2 minutes in, they're trying to find rhythm. They're trying to find how they want to attack each other.
There's another turnover. Ball was thrown behind, and there to pick it up for Dallas all the way the other way was Fair, but her shot knocked out of bounds. It will stay at that end. And these two teams, as you said, they both are coming in off of a very strong Big South tournament. Dallas HSA, with all those All-Americans, still finished as runners-up. And then THESA, the number 5 team coming out of that region, but these two matching up again today in their pool play. There's a 3 off the inbounds that is no good by Delahose, and coming the other way is THESA.
Yeah, and at championship game at regionals, as Channel, she got hit in the nose there, and to get hit in the nose by Seal.
And as she sits on the ground, that was unfortunate. The referee did not see the contact there. And so going the other way, they were one woman down, and it was an easy layup that Dallas turned into 2 quick points. So now it is 4-0. And now the official talking to the coach over with THESA. He's wondering what happened there. As you could see, I mean, it's not like it was right out top, but for whatever reason, the official did not see that call there. She got hit in the face, and then when she fell down, the defender just picked the ball up and ran quickly the other way, and that was an easy 2 for Dallas. So 5:31 to go here in the first. Dallas with a 4-0 lead, and both teams just trying to figure out some offense here. It looks like when the offense isn't going, they're letting their defense turn into some offensive opportunities through the press and through just some pressure out top by both teams.
I think it's going to be really important if you're THESA offensively. You need to be very sharp in your execution. HSAA, Coach Hartman, he's got them playing very physical. They've got very good size. That last play right there, that's just hard physical defense that Seal was playing, and that's just what they do. So if you're THESA, I think what you've got to really try and do is focus on offensive execution. It's okay to be patient against a team like HSAA. You want to find your shot. You want to get the ball into your playmakers' hands and let them convert.
That time the 3 was no good by Day. They got the offensive board, but then threw it out of bounds, but it was tipped, and so they get another opportunity at their end of the floor. Here's Kraus. Kraus back out top to Day. Day going to drive into the paint. She's being pressured by Dallas. Triple team. Gets the ball out of there. There's a shot that's going to be a 3 attempt, and she's going to get 3 free throws. That time was Megan Garcia who was fouled on the trifecta shot.
And Addie Seal picking up the foul on the three-pointer.
Just a reminder, if you're watching at home, we are playing at Drury University, so that red three-point line is the college three-point line. That white one is the one that we're actually going to be watching for our games. But I will tell you, this happens almost every year, CJ. We notice that the players kind of tend to shoot more behind the college line. It's almost just like it's peripheral vision, and you think that's where it is.
You're so used to, when you play in a court with just one line, you're so used to that line being it. Right. And so you think just the last line, and that's not necessarily the case.
Drops in 2 out of 3. First points of the day and the tournament for THESA. And now THESA with some pressure as Dallas brings it up. Cross-court pass picked up and over the timeline. Dallas maintains control. Good pressure by THESA there. The Riders really trying to cause some turnovers.
And even if they don't cause the turnover, the benefit that they have is they don't allow HSAA to play with pace.
That time on the reach-in, that was number 30, Hannah Kraus.
Sometimes on pressure defenses and presses in particular, it's not necessarily about forcing the turnover as much as it is about keeping a fast team from playing with the pace and tempo that they want to play with. And there they played very controlled, kind of forcing HSAA into a half-court set, which is probably something that they don't want to do. They probably want to get out and run.
Right. Kenley Moore that time, the Angels worked the ball around really well, and then she had a little drive, kind of a teardrop floater, but it rolled around on the back of the rim and fell off, and now they get the ball back. And then on the inbounds, tried to throw it off the defender, but the Riders come away with it. Here comes THESA on the attack. Puts it up and in. Nice shot there by Allie Anderson, and quick answers as the game is now tied by THESA. More pressure.
Even though HSA seems to have the size advantage, THESA plays with zero fear whatsoever, willing to go and attack.
That time on the drive, it was number 12, Haley Fair. She had the ball apparently knocked out of her hands as it sailed into the empty stands down at that end. It will stay at Dallas end of the court. Yeah, these teams very familiar with each other, as you said. And so a 4-4 tie, both teams kind of feeling each other out, trying to figure out how to get their offensive flow. And I think, CJ, is that more just because, like we said, it's early, but is it more because both teams are putting on a lot of pressure, kind of pressing, doing things to keep you out of getting any kind of flow at all to your offense?
Yeah, I mean, HSAA plays such a physical brand of basketball, and that really forces the offense to have to change what they want to do because they don't get clean lines into a screen. They don't get clean penetration on a cut or on the dribble. So you kind of have to do something a little bit differently. And then on the flip side there, THESA may not be as physical as HSAA is, but they're fast and they're aggressive and they're attacking it. And so now on their end, their HSAA has to look more at how do I get more ball screens? How do I get more off-ball screens? Create a little bit more of an easier attack.
On the inbound, a nice play. Found a cutting number 32 Van Treese, but she is fouled immediately. Would have had a good open look there. Unable to get the shot attempt off. Another inbounds now. Game tied 4-4. THESA in black, Dallas HSAA in white. And this girls 18U Division I pool play.
What I'm surprised I haven't seen yet out of HSAA, as the deep three doesn't fall there, is I'm surprised they're not trying to run pick and roll with Seal and Yarbrough. They did that against CHSM in the state championship game, and they executed very, very well.
Oh, tried to make a behind-the-back pass there, but it was picked off alertly by number 3 Garcia. Coming the other way, the three no good by Barth, and the rebound off to Dallas.
And 32 for HSAA, Van Treese. She tore her ACL. Her first game back was the state tournament back in early February, so she's just trying to get back in. And the sophomore who had, I think it was 5 or 6 threes in that state championship game, and then again had a great game in the regional championship. She just nails that three.
First three of the game, and then finally take the lid off the basket, 7-4. And then on the tough drive, plays through the contact, gets it to drop, Allie Anderson, and it's a 7-6 game. Dallas still in the lead. More pressure again by THESA.
Now the key right here is if you're THESA and you're going to play with that kind of pressure, you have got to get back.
Right. Great find. Way to break the press, and Dallas goes back up by 3. 9-6 here, still in the first quarter, 2:34 to go. THESA on the drive, kicks to the corner. Thought about the three, going to back it out. Henderson with the ball, behind her back, being pressured. Both players down on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball, and possession arrow will keep it at this end.
And that's what I think THESA has got to be careful with, the length and speed of HSAA. When you get the ball into the corner, if you don't have a shot that you want, you either need to penetrate quickly and try and drive and kick, or you need to swing back around and get that ball out of the corner.
Into the game, Caden Miller and Joy Day, and they're going to be able to set things up here for THESA, but on the inbound, stolen away and taken by Van Treese. Back the other way comes Dallas. On the attack, driving the baseline, kicks it across court, fakes the three, takes a good step in and drops it. Nice, pretty shot there by Kinley Moore. And the lead now the largest of the day so far for Dallas.
Yeah, that was just a great pump fake, up and under. I say up and under, but really just pump fake and then step in 2 steps, knock it down. And that's a force on Caden Miller there.
Yeah, got a little frustrated, it looked like, and just threw it up, and ball bounces off of her teammate and out of bounds. Dallas will take it the other way, trying to continue this little run they've had. Once that three fell, it seemed like things really started to open up. They've been able to get past the THESA pressure full court, and they'll continue to apply.
And sometimes, we talked about the pressure being not always to force the turnover. Yeah. Sometimes it's to control the tempo.
Right.
And sometimes when you play that press, it's not to control the tempo in this moment, but it's to control the tempo throughout the game. The more a team is frustrated by their inability or their struggle with beating the press or how hard they have to work to beat the press, it changes the dynamics of the game.
Dallas HSA forces another turnover. That time that was caused, well, and we got another whistle. Once again, by just the constant pressure. When the ball gets out top, they're getting double teamed if there's a hesitation at all.
And that's Addie Seal picking up her second foul here in the first quarter. That's not what you want. That's not abnormal for some of these big games lately that I've watched Addie play in, but it's not something you want at this early, right? You're in a close game so far. You want to be in the game, so got to play with a little more poise in the early going.
Another turnover. Tree step back. Had it on line, but a little bit short. Ball comes off to THESA. Trailing 11-6. Two Big South foes going at it here early this morning on the first day of action at the 33rd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball National Championships. On the drive, up with her left hand, had a nice look.
That was a
Anderson
great screen.
Couldn't get it to go. Exactly. It was a beautiful play. Just didn't drop, and here comes HSAA on the attack. 41 seconds to go.
Van Treese is a important player. Just a 2-point basket there.
Singleton, another one from outside, just a step inside the line. 13-6, under 30 to go here, first quarter.
If you're THESA, you really need a good, clean look at the basket.
Good cut. Floating pass inside, the spin move. Anderson can't get it to go. Rebound comes off strong to Treese. She pushes it ahead, 10 seconds to go.
Attack the glass right away.
On the attack, and there's a turnover. More pressure by THESA. Looks like the clock is going to run out here, and that's how we're going to end this quarter. So after one, it is Dallas HSA with the 13-6 lead over THESA. We'll be back with the second quarter action after this break.
When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back. Second quarter girls 18U Division I pool action here. First day of activity in the National Championships, 33rd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball. Scott Staten, CJ Pomeroy. We are at Drury University. And right now it is Dallas HSAA in this Big South battle leading in their pool. Their first game 13-6, and they're on the attack again. That three won't fall. Rebound comes off to THESA, and then on the reach in, a foul on Dallas. So both teams struggled early on getting any kind of flow, but they have both really relied on some full court pressure, on some half-court traps, and it's turned into some offense. It was close through that first half of the first period, but right now Dallas starting to grab control of this one.
Yeah, neither team has been able to find any sort of rhythm offensively. They're really, on this end for THESA, when they get the ball low, they're really forcing the shots in the paint. I think they really want more outside shots, but the length of HSA's defense is keeping that from happening. And on the other end, it's just the constant pressure from THESA that's keeping HSAA from being able to find rhythm.
On the entry pass, and yeah, she tried to spin there. That was Hannah Kraus, but as she spun around and was pressured by two different angels, she lost her footing, and that's a turnover. Other way, Dallas HSA, boy, they just can't get those fast break layups to go. And ball, luckily for them, comes off of the THESA player.
And that's Delahaz there. She also recently made her college commitment. Also part of the All-American watch list. Great move.
Oh, nice spin move by Treese. She drops it in from about 5 feet away.
Just patient, kept the ball high. Went one way with the shoulder, then came back the other way. Got a nice little drop in. And if you're THESA, you really want a good shot right here. You're down 9. You don't want this game to get out of hand. You want to find something that is comfortable.
Step back three off the glass. Drops it in, Audrey Barth. And that stops the bleeding there for a little bit. 15-9. They finally answer, cut it down to 6. On the drive, little jump floater, no good, but she'll be shooting two. Number 33, Jessie Yarborough for the Angels.
Megan Garcia picking up that foul there, and the one thing you did not see from HSAA in the first quarter, you did not see Yarborough very involved. And if for HSAA to win, for them to go deep in this tournament, they're going to need Yarborough and Seal to really be the impact players in each and every game. Now, I have seen Yarborough have slow first halves and pick it up in the second half. So could just be how things go for her, but they're going to need her to be active and involved to find success this week at Nationals.
16-9, ball tipped away. Another pressure caused by Delahose, and she ties up the Rider player, but the possession will stay down at this end.
Channel, she is a young varsity player, but she is so much fun to watch. A very good ball player.
This THESA team, very family-oriented. 3 sets of sisters on this squad. And another tie-up, and this time it will go the other way.
And you can just see it that right now THESA just does not have the answer offensively to the defensive front that HSAA is putting out there.
Here comes Dallas on the attack. Step back 3. No good. Rebound off to THESA. Here come the Riders back the other way. 5:34 to go here, second quarter. This girls 18U pool play. And a drop back 3. Barth again. And those 3-pointers all of a sudden putting them back into it. 16-11. THESA on a little run here now.
Audrey is the leader for this THESA team, and she is really starting to do her part here in the second quarter.
Van Treese did a great job finding her teammate across the lane, but just great hustle by THESA to get back and knock the ball out of bounds. It will stay down with Dallas. 16-11, 5:18 to go here, second period. On the inbounds.
I'd really like to see Seal and Yarborough do some pick and roll action with each other.
Seal with the ball.
She's so physical. She knows how to use her body in a one-on-one.
Oh, and kissed it off the glass. Beautiful shot.
There's a reason why she's got Big 12 offers as a sophomore.
Yeah, you can see some of that there. Lots of talent flowing from that one, and going to try to answer this run here by THESA. And another 3 in a row now. That time that was number 21, Joy Day, with the triple, and it's now a 4-point game, 4:43 to go.
But there it is, that high pressure. If you don't get back on defense, you're going to give up the easy layups on the other end.
Well, I like the way Yarborough there was able to gather herself, not lose her footing, and put the shot up easily. 2014 now.
Recognizing that sometimes the most important thing is the layup. So don't get so fast you take yourself out of it.
Good spin move there by Channel. She couldn't get it to go. Here comes Dallas on the attack, 20-14. Long pass ahead, great find underneath, double team. Ball kicked out top. Here's the 3, and that misses everything. Seal couldn't get that one to go. And THESA will have the ball, 2014. Trailing the Riders in the black uniforms, Dallas HSAA in the white.
I think this is a good move by Coach Hartman to pull Seal. She's got 2 fouls. Get her to the bench. You know, let her probably sit, I would imagine, for the rest of this quarter, have her ready to go. This is pool play, so, you know, you got to have your best available to you at the most important times.
That time on the drive, Hannah Krause kind of did a little hook shot and drew the contact. She'll put herself at the free throw line with a chance to cut into the 6-point deficit. And
I think THESA needs to realize that Van Treese is a very good player, but she's hobbled a little bit with that knee brace, torn ACL, and so she's able to play, but having suffered that injury, you're never as quick as you once were.
Right.
Until you've been able to go through all of your therapy and get back to where you need to be. And so, if I'm THESA, I'm going to attack her. I'm going to make her have to play me defensively.
Kraus sinks both free throws. They're pressing again, and then from behind on the reach-in, Channel gets called for the foul. And not yet in the bonus, so Dallas will bring it in from the sideline.
Unofficially have Channel with 2. And it's that pressure defense that THESA is playing is why they're getting a lot of fouls on their guards right now.
That time the stop and pop, Delahoe, she could not find the rim that time, and the ball sails out of bounds. That will go to THESA with another chance to cut this 4-point lead even further.
Audrey Barth checking back in. She had 2 threes in this quarter that's helped keep this to just 4 points.
So Kate Day checks out. Here comes Channel bringing the ball over the timeline. Barth with the ball and tipped out of bounds. Once again, great pressure. Delahoe's on top. Nothing easy. She's going to be in your face. She's going to be wherever the ball is, and it's caused quite a few turnovers and disruptions so far in this first half.
High energy player. As a coach, you love having those kinds of players like Mia Grace. It looks
Anderson,
like just kind of a high offensive set here.
Once again, that kind of hook shot there by Kraus won't go. But on the other side of the lane to get the offensive board was number 20, Allie Anderson, and she was fouled. She will be at the free throw line with a chance to cut this lead in half.
Looks like that was called on Mia Grace Delahaz. Unofficially her second foul as well.
First shot's good. Boy, THESA's been money at the free throw line.
And able to keep the game close. Addie Seal going to check back in. She has 2 fouls, so Coach Hartman going to substitute one player out with 2 for another player with 2. But if you're a player like Addie Seal, you've got to learn how to play the game with 2 fouls if you're going to play at the next level, which is where she's being recruited right now.
More pressure by THESA after they hit both free throws. There's a 3 outside by Seal that's no good. Rebound to THESA. Barth gets the fast break going the other way. Oh, nice cross-court pass, and up and in off the board. That was Hannah Kraus, and we get a tie ball game with 2:42 to go. Great comeback by THESA.
There's that defensive pressure.
Oh, and that time they knocked the ball away, but nobody could see where the ball was, and it just bounced there and went right into the hands of Dallas.
Oh, what a great move. What a great move.
Seal with the touch from outside gives her team the lead again. Dallas up by 2. Here's another 3 by THESA. It's good! Allie Anderson from outside. And the Riders have ridden the 3-point shot to get a 23-22 lead now. And then there's a steal and a push.
Oh, we're going to get an offensive foul here.
Yes. It looked like after the steal was made, in frustration, she tried to reach and get the ball back and shoved the Rider player. And wow, what a run by THESA, and we got a timeout. Great comeback.
Coach Hartman is unhappy. He's trying to figure out, wait a second, how did you call that on my player? He's going to get a little explanation here.
So we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds of this second period action. Girls 18U right after this. And welcome back. Great comeback after being down by 7 points, 9 at one point.
9 at one point.
The THESA Riders have stormed back, much in part to their great effort, but some outside shooting, sinking their free throws, and just really great job by the Riders to come back and grab a 1-point lead.
Odd.
Channel, no good. But the offensive board put back no good, and Seal rips off the defensive rebound. Here comes Dallas HSAA trailing for the first time today.
Man, THESA they're everywhere defensively.
On the drive, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound comes off to Hannah Kraus.
Audrey Barr's three-pointer off the glass is what opened the tide for THESA. Ever since then, they've been almost money from the three-point line.
On the scoop shot, no good by Kraus. And knocked out of bounds, stays at this end. Yeah, once that three-pointer went in, it just seemed to give them some life and almost just take the lid off. They had really struggled up to that point, and boy, they've taken advantage of every opportunity with the free throws, with the open threes. You got to think they're going to be looking for that. Looks like a lot of drive and kick out. Kraus again. Oh, that seems to be her shot.
She's going to take a running shot and a travel on Yarbrough.
That pressure once again by THESA has turned into offense for them, causing the turnovers and getting themselves opportunities to now build a lead. At one time they were trying to come back, and just 1 minute to go here.
Yeah, this is, what a pick and roll kind of action. Not fully pick and roll, but kind of slipped it a little bit.
That time Kraus switched to the left hand, couldn't get it to go. Here comes Seal the other way. Seal going to drive the baseline, puts it up a little too hard. Rebound off to Allie Anderson. Anderson for THESA. Back to Channel, and here they come on the attack.
I'm just really surprised at the offensive execution of HSAA right now.
Great find underneath by Anderson to get Kraus for the easy two. They're up 5 now. Dallas the other way, and they attack. And it was Yarbrough drawing the foul. Put herself at the free throw line to try to maybe give themselves, catch their breath here these last 25 seconds and try to stop this just barrage of scoring by THESA.
Yeah, Yarbrough really needs to be more involved, I think, offensively. But honestly, HSAA, that the press has really forced them out of what they want to do.
Right.
And so, which is why you do that. And I think HSAA has got to figure out how it is to get better offensive execution in the half court, utilizing Yarbrough and Seal and the physicality that they play with to execute and score.
6-1 attitude, lead is 4 now for THESA. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Channel. Gonna drive, spin, puts it up with the right hand off the glass, no good. Rebound ripped off by Seal. Here comes Seal. 10 seconds to go. Dallas needing some points. Tried to cross-court pass, ball tipped away. Here comes
Barth,
goes out of bounds. Tried to save it, puts it back in. And that's how things will end. Wow, what a flurry of action here in this first half of the girls 18U Division I Pool D play. We'll be back with the second half of action with THESA coming back to grab a 27-23 lead over Dallas. We'll be back after this halftime break.
When it hurts, real time it.
Ouch!
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back. Second half action, girls 18U Division I pool play. This is Pool D at the 33rd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball National Championships at Drury University. Here, Scott Staten, CJ Pomeroy, and we are here in the second half action. First half, Dallas in the white uniforms bolted out to a 9-point lead, but then THESA comes storming back in the black unis, and on the efforts of some outside shooting, great defensive pressure, they are able to build themselves a 4-point lead at the half. Here comes THESA, a couple missed shots on both sides, kind of how the game started.
And I love that from Yarbrough, though. That is exactly what I think HSAA needs to do, is they need to get her going and doing things just like that.
Speaking of, and boy, that's something we did not see in the first half, was a fast break much there by the HSAA Angels, because there was so much pressure. But on the missed shot, they got it out quickly. You got to think the coach talked about that at halftime. We've got to take opportunities when they miss shots to just attack where they can't set up their defense.
Yeah, they've got to beat that press, and they beat it the first couple times early. Got some easy, but they got 2 easy layups. But then adjustments were made by THESA, and they started forcing the turnovers and slowing down the rhythm and pace.
And there's a huge shot, finally from outside. Delahose with the three-pointer, and right now they get the lead back, 28-27 after trailing by 4 at the half.
Yeah, the big three for HSAA, that's what they need. But I tell you, THESA just has an answer for everything that HSAA does right now.
Anderson once again, nice little lane floater, and they've done a great job mixing it outside and inside. Another pressure, and that was almost over and back as she caught it on one side, but the official right in front of us saw the contact, and that was a foul on THESA. Ball will be thrown in from the sideline just to our right. Seal brings it in. Delahose will set up their offense. She surveys the defenders. Guarded by Channel.
Yeah, here comes well, I thought it was going to be a screen and roll action there, but not so much. I really would like to see Seal, because she's so physical. I'd love to see her in that screen and roll activity, getting either Yarbrough up there to set them or Van Treese to set them. But she does such a great job of coming off of the screen, using her physicality. I think that's really going to be important for HSAA.
THESA doing a good job, too. Whenever Seal is out top and she gets the ball, she's immediately double-teamed, trying to force some of the pressure. But then that leaves some open shots. Delahose that time couldn't get it to go. But then on the inbounds, nice find and put in by Van Treese.
And she was assisted a little bit there. The defensive player, oh, man. Defensive player had gotten tripped up, and
we got a reach-in foul. Boy, there was some action there. A couple of bodies on the floor. It was tough to see what happened, but the whistle was blown and a foul called on THESA. 30-29. Dallas, after trailing at the half by 4, has grabbed the lead here early in the second half. 5:53 to go in the third. Here comes Delahose, and she tried to spin and lost her footing and gets called for the travel. Turnover.
Right idea, just couldn't get it to go.
Here comes THESA. Channel brings it up over the timeline. That time Dallas HSAA backed off their press, maybe going to do that for a little bit. And on the drive, nice drive and put it on the left hand by Anna Channel. And now her team back in front by 1. What a Big South battle we're having.
This is awesome. Just a great way to start Nationals off. The talent of both these teams is showing out, which is what you want in these pool play games.
There's Treese and rims off. Rebound off the floor to Channel. Channel up ahead. Good find. Stop. Pop by Anderson.
Woo! Man, I tell you what, the offense has really come to life for THESA.
33-30. This THESA team was 5th in their region, but playing like a top seed. On the drive. Yarbrough just muscles that one through. She had a couple defenders right there. She weaves her way around and then puts it up on the tough boots there. 33-32, 4:41 to go.
I think this is the game where Yarbrough needs to step up and take over. She just, on the offensive end, I don't think THESA has the size to match up with her and her strength.
Anderson step back three, no good, but the rebound inside by Krause. She tries to find it on the pass in the lane to a cutting Anderson. Couldn't get the ball, but does draw the foul, and it will stay at this end. THESA another opportunity. They lead it by 1. 4:20 to go here, third period. Reminder in pool play that a loss doesn't eliminate you. It just basically you're continuing to play and try to get the best 2 records out of the pool. On the inbound,
wow,
beautiful spin move with the left hand by Anna Channel. Lead back up to 3.
She had a couple really good looks in the first half, but couldn't get them to fall. Here in the third period, the first 4 minutes, she's been able to get those baskets down. What a find.
Dallas. Reese gets the ball knocked away, gathers it back in, and puts it up. Gotta love the second effort there. She missed the first shot, but was able to gather in her own miss and put it back up for 2 and cut the lead down to 1.
Coach Hartman told me at the state tournament that Treese was an important aspect to their team, and it's great to see her getting into a little bit more rhythm coming off her injury.
Hannah Krause on the baseline drive. She gets fouled and will be at the free throw line for 2. THESA's done a good job of forcing contact. It seems like they're doing a good job of attacking in the lane,
yep,
but also being aware that they may have the opportunity to kick it out to an open teammate. That time, Krause was able to draw the contact and put herself at the free throw line. And that time they missed. They were muddy in the first half at the free throw line.
And Krause has been just, I'd say Johnny on the spot, but maybe it's more like Janie on the spot. But she has been right there playing a pivotal role in THESA taking the lead in that second quarter and continuing to maintain the 1-point lead.
Missed both of those.
Here's Yarbrough again.
Oh, way to split the defenders, but the ball rolls off the front of the rim. Battling inside, Van Treese gets the ball out to Singleton. Singleton for 3, got it.
And I think Singleton really had a 3 earlier in the game as well, but the referee called it a 2. Nothing you can do at this level. There is no replay, but she obviously can pull the trigger from outside and be consistent with it.
Quickly the other way, Huffman tried to 3 and missed it. Then on the drive, ball taken away from Delahose by Anderson. She puts it up with the left hand and good. Wow.
Man, I tell you what, this was not how it was going in that first 12 minutes of the game for THESA getting those shots to fall.
Van Treese on the block. Team back up.
Can you ask for a better way to start nationals?
I don't think so. Here's another 3, this time by Huffman. Kind of rushed that shot a little bit short and out of bounds.
I think that ball was actually tipped, but wasn't seen.
And we got a timeout. Yes, we do, with 2:34 to go. 39-37, we'll take a break. And we'll be back with the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds of this third period. And exciting action here as it is Dallas HSAA with a 39-37 lead. Welcome back. Scott Staten and C.J. Pomeroy, girls 18U, Division I pool play. This is Pool D. This team's playing a pool of 4. 2 teams with the best records get to move on and try to win a gold ball. And this one is crucial. These 2 Big South foes who are very familiar with each other. It's been back and forth. After a halftime lead by THESA, there's another turnover caused by the Riders, and here they come on the attack.
What a move.
The spin off the glass, no good. Rebound by Kraus. Kraus tried to get it out of there, but she had 3 different defenders around her, and Angels come away with the ball on the drive.
Man, just the speed that THESA is playing with on defense, and then you compare that with the physicality that HSAA is playing with, and this just makes for an incredible game that we're seeing here. So much fun to watch.
Singleton so active on the boards, couldn't get the putback to go, then driving the other way. It was Huffman. She couldn't get her first 2 points of the game.
The first time where I think someone may have rushed it out of fear a little bit there, Huffman, she saw the length coming for the block, so she wanted to get up quick. Right idea, just a little too far out.
That time Kate Day with a turnover. Oh, double team right on the line, and she fell down. They somehow keep the possession of the ball, and Dallas maintains it. Wow, that was just almost a turnover right in front of us.
But I love what they were trying to do there. Give Yarbrough the ball and let her use her physicality and her skill to try and do something there. I think maybe she could have gotten called, the defense could have gotten called for a foul, but referee letting it go.
Treese missed her shot, but then the other way it was Delahose with the steal, and then Singleton off the left side of the block throws up the left-handed shot. It's off the side of the backboard, but she was fouled and will be at the free throw line. Dallas had an early lead, 9-point lead in the first half, and then THESA in the second quarter came storming back to grab a 4-point lead at the half. But here in this third quarter, Dallas has really steadied the ship as they sink the first free throw. And now their lead is up to 3.
And in this game, for HSAA, they've got Yarbrough, Delahause, Seal, players on the All-American watch list, players that are all-region or all-district, great players, and yet it's Singleton and Van Treese that is really what's allowed HSAA to build a 4-point lead here in the third quarter.
THESA needs to answer. They trail by 4. After leading by 4 at the beginning of this quarter, under a minute to go. THESA working the ball outside, trying to find a seam there in that defense. Little stop and pop, too strong, and a rebound to Seal. Back the other way. It's Miller on the miss.
Great look right there from Mia Grace. Yeah.
Fair down in the corner. Delahose. Good Seal for 3. Nope, that is short. And a rebound to Caden Miller.
Good strong rebound.
20 seconds to go. Trailing by 4. Channel.
Don't need a 3. But a good shot is what you absolutely want.
Thinking about it. He's going to stop in the lane. Maintain her pivot. Here's a 3 from the side. No good. Ball out of bounds. It will stay at this end with under 2 seconds to go.
Here it is. Can they get a quick 3 with under 2?
On the inbounds, puts it up. And no good. 2 opportunities there. Couldn't make them count. We have gone through 3 quarters here of action in this girls 18U Division I play. We'll be back with the final quarter of action with Dallas grabbing the lead 41-37 over THESA. Back with the fourth quarter after this.
Ouch! When it hurts, real time it.
Welcome back. What a great first start here on the first day of action, 33rd Annual Christian Homeschool Basketball National Championships in Springfield, Missouri. Scott Staten and C.J. Pomeroy. We are in the fourth quarter of action, girls 18U Division I pool play, and it is THESA. After trailing early, grabbing a lead at halftime, now they trail behind the Dallas HSAA Angels 41-37. Big South opponents very familiar with each other. And boy, they have traded punches back and forth. And now it is Dallas looking at a 4-point lead. And THESA trying to come back after having the opposite roles as we headed into this half. 7:42 to go. Here comes THESA on the attack. THESA in the black and red. Dallas in the white uniforms with the red and black.
And if you're THESA right now, I think you've got to find a way to get, number one, Audrey Barth involved in what you're doing. She had a very quiet third quarter there. I think she actually sat most of the quarter. Not in any foul trouble. But
great block by Seal on the drive by Anderson. And then a tie-up down on the floor. It will go to Dallas.
And even though Dallas has the 4-point lead, that lead is not because of them finding offensive consistency or rhythm. And I think if you're HSAA, you've got to figure out, can I get some rhythm and consistency with this 4-point lead where I can get some better shots, some easier shots, higher percentage shots.
Dallas working the ball around, the 4-point lead, stop and pop by Delahose, and she's really showing some composure there, leading her team at the point. Her team up now by 6. Here comes THESA on the attack. Channel with the ball. Channel drives to her left on Delahose, stops, spins. She gets denied there by Delahose. She's got to kick it back out. Then on the drive, up with the left hand. And wow, Audrey Barth, we've seen THESA really much practice these the backboard shots. They've been crazy shots that they've hit all day long from both sides.
I would not call them high percentage shots at all.
And then off the miss, that was Yarborough. It might have been a frustration foul. She goes over the back on Kraus, and that is another foul on her. Ball will go to THESA. 43-39 now. Dallas clinging to a 4-point lead. They have led by 9. They have trailed by 5. And now they lead it by 4 with 6:28 to go. THESA with the ball.
That was absolutely a frustration foul there, and I can completely understand that. Yarborough thought she had a great look, and she couldn't get the finish. But now it's going to be important. Can THESA find an opportunity to get an easy bucket? They haven't had a 3 in the second half yet. They hit a few of them in the second quarter, which got them back into the game. Can they find a shooter?
A little bit of a weave at the top. They've been trying to figure out this defense. Dallas really clamped down the second half on the defensive end. On the drive, Chandler.
Oh!
They have done that the whole game. It seems like every girl in the Riders team knows how to shoot with either hand and use that backboard, and just great touch and a drive there by Channel to cut the lead down to 2 and an opportunity to cut it to 1.
And
fantastic shot.
Channel has gotten 6 points here in the second half, all off of left-handed layups and all coming on scoops like that right there. So, and usually you do scoop when you feel like you're undersized to the defense, which is what they are. And they're making it work. I mean, I'm like you, Scott. I have not seen these many kind of shots fall.
43-42, she hit the free throw, cut it to 1. Here comes Dallas on the attack. Beautiful find down low, but the shot's too strong. They to clean it up as Treese. She can't gather it in. Rebound by THESA. And then we got a tie-up. Jump ball will go to THESA. And here they come again. Riders trying to storm back after trailing in this quarter at the beginning by 4 points. And now they are down 1 with a chance to take the lead.
And
here comes Channel with the ball for the Riders.
THESA got lucky there. That fast break was beaten, but Singleton and Van Treese, who've been really the catalyst for this second half surge from HSAA, were not able to complete and finish.
Oh, that time, beautiful spin move, but Seal came over and blocked the shot from but then stolen back by Anderson. Almost a steal back by Seal, but she was called for the reach-in. It will stay with the Riders. Well, we saw some great action there. 2 players going right at it, back and forth, just playing great defense on each other.
Man, I can understand. Coach Hartman is frustrated. He does not understand why Seal got called for that foul there. It was a foul, maybe a foul that you could have let go, but at the same point in time, you got to play through it.
Barth with the ball. Oh, she has it stolen away. And Delahose, as she falls out of bounds, she is called for the foul. Or Barth, rather, is called for the fouls. Delahose got the steal, but as she fell out of bounds, the official said she was pushed It will go to Dallas.
We'll see if they can beat the press again and convert, or will THESA be able to force the turnover?
Oh.
That was close.
Gathered in by Singleton, trapped in the corner. She gets it to Treese. Treese going to drive, put it up with the right hand, off the left side. Ball knocked out by Singleton, but THESA comes away with it. Anderson, but then Delahose reaches in, grabs the ball, and causes a turnover because of the tie-up.
Man, she is so big for this HSAA team. She is everywhere on the floor, offensively, defensively. There's a reason why she's going to play at the next level.
Yeah, and both teams right now, you can't take a second off, because when that ball is anywhere near the defender, they're reaching, they're grabbing, there's a lot of steals, a lot of pressures, just great efforts by both sides. You never know there's the first game of the tournament, huh?
No. Oh, there it is. No foul, right call.
Yeah.
Absolutely, two players just going for the ball right there, no control. Let them play.
It's been a clean physical game.
Yep.
Both teams have really just played hard. Not a lot of slaps or fouls, and the officials have been right there. They're just that good balance of letting them play, but not letting it get out of hand. Here on the step back three, no good by Delahose. Fight for the board underneath. We got another jump ball. This time it'll go to THESA. Boy, this is kind of a good picture of what we've been seeing. Both teams trying to wrestle this win away.
Do you sense that they want to win?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, man, I feel like I am watching a semifinal game right now with the way that these two teams are attacking each other.
Channel feeds it into Anderson. Anderson working on Singleton.
Just want a good clean possession if you're THESA right now.
Halfway through this final period now in a one-point game. Riders with the ball trailing by one.
Both coaches have plenty of timeouts for the last 4 minutes of the game. So, patience is your friend right now. Patience, execution, and I guess right on cue, THESA's going to call a timeout.
You called that one right ahead of time. So heading into this final 3:46, CJ, your coach. You're on THESA right now. You got to be happy with the fight of your girls. You're on Dallas. You same way. Both teams just playing hard. What do you say in either huddle?
Well, for THESA, it's all about offensive execution. Right now, I mean, we've been amazed at the scoop shots, and those are great finishes, but they're also low percentage shots. I mean, the level of difficulty is higher. So if I'm THESA, I really want to try and find Audrey or Channel with something easy on an offensive execution. And they've obviously got great other contributors on their team. Allie Anderson, Kraus, et cetera, have been great contributors. If you're HSAA, they have really been – I mean, the game has really been quiet for Seal. She had 9 points in the first half. If you're Yarbrough's got 8 points for the game, 4 in the third quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Delahause only has 5 points for the game. They've really been buoyed by Van Treese and Singleton. And so while those two girls are doing their job and keeping their team with that 1 point advantage, if I'm HSAA, I have got to figure out how do I make sure that Yarbrough and Seal and Delahause have more touches in the last few minutes here.
All right, here we go. And we haven't seen any outside shots for a while.
No.
And they really rode that in the first half to get the lead. So either Dallas has done a great job on defense, or maybe THESA's stepping away from that. Maybe they'll go back to that now. Here on the drive and the spin in the lane. Got a little bit stopped. Here comes Anderson.
Oh, there it is. Oh!
No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it will stay at this end.
I thought we were about to see another scoop shot go in.
Well, as we're doing pool play, too, one of the reminders, Rob just sent us a note to remember the point differential also plays in. So if we have a tie, how you end the game. So not only winning, but winning by how much you win by. These close games, even if you win, could end up really hurting you in the end.
Yep.
That ball, that's a turnover. With THESA, had an inbounds, couldn't get gathered in. And here comes Dallas now, leading by 1.
This press has just done the job that THESA wanted it to do. It's kept them in the game. Van Treese.
And a late whistle, but it did look like she was fouled. That time it was a beautiful find by Yarbrough. Found Treese down low. She could not get her attempt to drop, but the whistle comes on Channel. Treese will be at the free throw line. Her team up by 1, 3:10 to go.
big free throws here. Treese has 10 points on the game. Singleton has 7 points, which is huge for HSAA getting that contribution.
Oh, in and out. And then on the rebound is Anderson. Here comes THESA. Down by 1, 3:05 to go. Out on the wing, thought about it. Joy Day decides to kick it back out. Here's Channel.
She thought about it until she saw that it was Addie Seal, and then she was like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Probably a smart decision right there.
Channel going to drive, stop on the block. In the lane, finds Krause, but her shot is too strong. And then on the rebound, it goes out of bounds, but it will go to Dallas. Well, they had a good look there, couldn't get it to drop.
Good look, went for the shot off the glass. Not quite what they wanted, but this defense is going to have to stay strong here in the last 2.5 minutes. That's a double dribble.
Yeah, he lost the ball off of her leg. Yarborough trying to make a great pass underneath, but boy, I've also been impressed with THESA. They've been pressing the whole game, and you don't see any kind of quit on any other players. I mean, they are getting back when they're beating on the press, and now opportunity on offense to take a lead again. 2:30 to go. 1-point game. Dallas in the lead. On defense, here comes
Channel!
Oh! Left side of the board, no good. Treese with the rebound. Here comes Dallas. Up ahead. Here's Yarborough. On the attacker, team up 1. Dallas going to work it around. THESA needs to get the ball back and get a stop here. You got to think Dallas is going to wait for a good shot. There's a
there.
And the ball knocked away. Great heads-up defense there by number 21, Joy Day, and here comes THESA. They had Treese open for a shot from behind. She knocked the ball away, and now an opportunity for her team to take the lead. Fake shot by Barth. The drive. That is blocked inside by Treese. And ripping it down is Delahose. Here comes Dallas again. 1:44 to go. 1-point game still. Seal.
I have no idea why Seal did not just attack the glass right there.
She's got the shot, got her own miss, puts it back up. It's short. Rebound to Anderson, and she is fouled.
Wow. Seal with her 4th foul. A player like Seal right there coming down the lane. I know there's 2 defenders there, but you have the size, you have the talent. You have the ability to go to the glass, draw the foul, see if you can get 2 and 1. Instead, THESA with the opportunity to take the lead with less than 90 seconds to play.
THESA on the attack, down by 1. We've been stuck at this point for the last few minutes. Both teams trading shots.
It's the defense. I mean, both these teams are just so active with their hands.
Oh, ball knocked away that time by Yarborough as Anderson spun in. Here comes THESA or Dallas rather on the drive. Yarborough can't get it to go, but there was contact.
Yep.
She will shoot 2.
And that's why you attack. And yeah, if I'm Anna Channel, I'm not happy with that call either. But that's why offensively you attack, because you want to see if you can draw that. And, man, this is so big for HSAA to see if they can get some points here and make this a 2 or 3-point game.
First shot is good. Clutch shot by Yarborough on that free throw. Now they're up 2 with 1:04 to go. And Dallas pulls off all of their team to get back on defense. It's that defense really in that last play that kind of summed up these last couple of minutes. They have kept themselves in front with the defense. Second shot is no good, so it's just a 2-point game. We've got a minute to go here. THESA with the ball, trailing by 2. Oh, great pressure. It looked like she grabbed her wrist there, almost a steal. Delahose just all day long has been putting the pressure on, and that's going to put THESA at the free throw line. 2 shots. Reminder now, when you hit the bonus, you always get 2. It's no longer the 1 and 1.
Big free throws here coming from the star player for THESA. Huge.
Rattles in. Barth gets 1 more to try to knot this game up with under a minute to go.
We're about to find out who's going to play. Can both teams play with the poise, energy, and execution required for a game that's 1 point with less than a minute?
She misses the second, and then quickly the other way. Yarborough muscles it in on the fast break, and the lead back up to 3. Here comes THESA. Quickly ahead. Anderson.
You don't have to have a 3 right now. You can get a bucket. You've got plenty of timeouts. but you would like to see a good, clean look at the basket.
Here comes Channel, puts it up with the right hand. Rebound by Krause.
Oh!
Throws it in. Oh, back down by one. Here comes Dallas. Delahose stuck in the backcourt. Double team Seal. Seal goes to the floor. No call. Here comes Dallas the other way. Singleton. You got to think they're going to kill the clock. Up one. They have the ball. THESA has to foul or do something.
You have to foul.
Seconds. The inbounds. There's Yarborough. It's good.
Wow. They needed the foul. They needed the foul. What a game.
What a game. Wow, a furious ending there. And it is Dallas HSAA who will come away from this absolute boxing match of a game. 48-45 in pool play. Both teams will have more games, but that definitely puts Dallas now in an advantage as they head in to their final 2 games of the pool. 48-45 over THESA. What a game. CJ, thanks for joining us. We will be back with more girls 18U action coming up next. The Aspire Trailblazers will be taking on the West Michigan Hornets, last year's national runner-up. We'll be back with that one after this short break.